Hi people, I'm Ginny Metheral, I'm a 4th generation witch. Today we're looking at my ever popular Almanac series that shows you what witchcraft you can do on which day and why for the month of January. So it's January, it's a new year. There's quite a lot of hopeful excitement, isn't there, as we start on this new journey. January is an interesting month. I was born in January and my birthday was a bit traumatic. So I find the anniversary of my birthday also slightly traumatic. It's that sort of muscle memory that you have from the day that you were born, or energetic memory, shall we call it. It's also freezing, hence why I'm wearing such a pretty blanket at the moment. It's a pink one at least, but you know, it's bloody cold up here. But this is a time of hopefulness and therefore joy. So what I like to do with these videos is to give you an overview of all the witchcraft trends that run throughout the month of January and that you can practice at any time. And then we'll look at the nitty-gritty day-to-day detail of what witchcraft you should practice on which day and why. So, with that said, let's start with my overview. January itself is named after the Roman god Janus, who's that two-faced god who looks to the past as well as to the future. This is to remind us, really, to improve our future by learning from our experiences of the past. I love Janus, actually, as a god. I think this deity is a particularly powerful one. They are very protective in their essence, and they always stood at doorways and gateways, which is why he's at the beginning of the year. Janus is also a key holder, and so throughout the month of January, it's a really nice idea to keep a key on your altar to honour this time. The keys are forward-looking. They open doors to new beginnings as much as anything else, and therefore having a key on your altar really brings that lovely, hopeful excitement energy into your practice. Keys are also incredibly good luck. An iron key kept in a particular place can always bring you luck. The current house that I'm in, I bought in my head about 4 years, I think, before we actually moved into it. I saw it and I was like, I want to live there. I want to live there. And finally, we moved in 4 years later. And when I actually decided that this is the place I wanted to live in, I found a key and kept it with all my plans for this house. And lo and behold, when we moved in, it was one of the first things that I bought over the threshold. January is also where we see the first sparks of the new year. The light is lengthening, but with lengthening light comes gold. So, hence why I'm wearing a blanket. But with lengthening light, you can feel that the energy is rising. And this is really heard in the fox population at the moment. My dogs are going bananas because the foxes are calling and mating. The fox's mating call is really very eerie, though, and it does have that sort of tense spirituality around it. It's also a time when the owls are having a real hoot-a-thon, so you can sort of hear a lot of the wildlife stirring around you, and this brings with it its wonderful excitement and joy. The fire is one of the things that represents January because it is a fire month. There's so many different fire festivals happening throughout this month, and you can go to the Uphelly festival, which I've always wanted to go for. It's full-on Viking burning ships, and they basically burn the town as far as I can see, but it looks amazing. I've always wanted to go. January itself is always marked by fire with the advent of fireworks. So this is also the time for you to mark January with fire. Hence why I have got so many beautiful candles to show you that it's a simple ritual such as a candle ceremony will really elevate your practice this month. So having lit your fire, now's a really good time to celebrate the new year and bring in the luck that you're going to set for the rest of the year. And this luck can be brought in with food. So traditionally, you should eat lentils, which should give you coin. I'm not quite sure why. They always say that you should have 12 grapes on the 1st of January because this will bring you luck for the 12 months of the year. Honey, of course, for the sweet things in life. And if you've got any mince pies left, and for our American friends, mince pies are these deliciously sweet raisin fruit pies encased in pastry. They're delicious. Have 12 of those, one for each month of the year. Which brings me around nicely to the fact that January is a month for predictions. So whatever happens in January, people think is going to set the scene for the rest of the year. I'm not necessarily 100% with this, but it is quite a nice sort of, injection into the new year if you do set your scene with the hope that it will carry on through to the rest of the year. So use January as a predictor for the months coming and basically knuckle down to the fireplace and eat some good food. I mean, that's not a bad thing to do in January, actually. It's so cold and so sort of bleak and wintry that there isn't very much to do outside apart from enjoy those cold, wintry mornings with your pets. Now let's look at the day-to-day nitty-gritty detail of what witchcraft you can do when and why. And for this, you of course need to go and get your calendar and write it down because, it's important stuff that we look at here. Well, I mean, I think it's important, but, I'm willing to be disproved on this. Let's start, of course, with the 1st of January. Now, the 1st is the start of the new year, and new things are considered to have risk factors, and so hence the New Year's Day is filled with superstitions about what you can do to avert any risk happening with the new venture. Throughout the whole of the British Isles, everybody has their own personal or regional ways of averting bad luck, from whether they have to have coal over the threshold first or a handsome young man. I like the handsome young man one. Or to give gifts to their neighbours and drink the health of the new year with a particular style of drink and food. It depends on where you live, about how you avert the bad luck that might come in with this new venture. I have done a video on this in the past about New Year's Eve and New Year's Eve customs, so do have a look at that because there's some interesting stuff in that. So I'm not going to carry on too much with the traditions of the new year. But I do like the tradition of New Year's gifts. One of my old favourite New Year's gifts is the orange stuck with cloves. And then you can give them to your friend. They're quite cheap and they're quite cheerful and they smell divine. And this is something that I would recommend. The other way to start the new year is with a New Year's wish, and one of the best ways to celebrate New Year's wishes is with a candle. You can leave the candle burning for as long as you want. So say you had a party on New Year's Day, you can invite all your friends around, get them to light the candles, and then when they leave, they blow the candles out, and this will set their wish. Wishes do come true. We have done Christmas wishes in the Coven recently, and I was looking at last year's wishes, and I don't know about all of them because I haven't got confirmation, but the majority of them that I've found out so far came true. Mine, by the way, was that I would decorate my shower room, which had been undecorated for 7 years. I mean, when I say undecorated, it was a building site for 7 years. And finally, we did it. I was so happy. The 2nd of January is an interesting day, actually. The Anglo-Saxons had it as one of the unluckiest days of the year. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But they also had a cure because they considered that you'd been carousing so badly on the 1st of January that what you needed to do was drink lots and lots of water, but mixed in with alcohol. A small hair of the dog, as we call it in this country. And Neve's Almanac of 1633, I believe, says do not take a bath on this day because it's too dangerous. I mean, you might drown or something. The 3rd of January is the night of the full moon. This moon is known as the cold moon, the moon after Yule, the wolf moon, or the stay-at-home moon, all of which sound generally quite chilly. It is also the first supermoon of the year, and as this moon is in Cancer, it is a great moon to look towards your inner guidance and your intuition. So should you wish to do some psychic predictions, this is a wonderful moon to do it on. The moon brings really good and clear energy for those of you who want to speak with spirits or make predictions. And so this night, with it being in Cancer, I would recommend having a go. The 3rd of January is also a weather divination day. So if it's freezing today, all to the good. It should be. If it's not, if it's really warm and, mild, then we will pay for this in March and April. So observe the weather. The 5th of January is the day when the holy thorn of Glastonbury is said to blow or flower. Now, this is where the Christians blatantly take over a pagan site. The holy thorn at Glastonbury has been on this site probably since ever, since Merlin's time. And because it's a particular genus, it has always flowered in very early January. The Christians, when they saw this flowering miracle, said, oh, well, it's obviously celebrating Jesus' birth, which it isn't, and took it over. Today is the day when you can see the thorn of Glastonbury in bloom. The 6th of January is Twelfth Night. Depending on how you have been celebrating Christmas, it could be Twelfth Night yesterday, it could be today. No one really is very sure about the exact time of Twelfth Night. This is the end of Christmas. You're supposed to take down your Christmas decorations because otherwise bad luck will ensue. However, it's a wonderful day for varying festivities. The Holly King parade at Bankside starts. Now, the Holly King is this pagan deity. He's the sort of father of winter. He's come to prominence over this season, and this is the day that he is crowned. And should you wish to go to Bankside in London and see this, I would recommend it. It is a wonderful spectacle. The 6th is also a major wassailing day. Now, I should have mentioned wassailing in my introduction. Wassailing is where you bless the cider trees, or you can bless your cattle, or you can bless your neighbours. You can go from house to house with a wassail cup and bless neighbours. This is the major day for wassailing your orchards, where you go to your orchards at night, so you make an ungodly racket to frighten away evil spirits, and you pour cider over them all. They will bear an amazing crop of fruit for next year's scrumpy. It is a really fun ceremony. I've wassailed every year for several years, and I so enjoy it. There's nothing more fun than going outside in the cold January with your torches and your guns. It's quite weird. The 9th of January this year is Straw Bear Day. This is a ceremony where a straw bear is paraded through Whittlesea in Cambridgeshire, and then the straw is burned. This is returning the spirit of the corn to the land. So it's a fertility ritual, essentially. And these sorts of fertility rituals happen all over the UK between now and when we've planted the corn. The 9th of January is also the first Friday after the full moon. Now, the first Friday after the full moon in January is the first day of the year that you should cut your hair. And this will bring you great luck for the year. So off to the hairdressers for you on this particular Friday. The 11th of January is a very exciting day for us witches because this is the first day of this new year when we're up and about. I don't know what we've been doing between Christmas and New Year. Probably lying in bed recovering from Christmas, I should imagine. But today we are out and about. The 12th is Plough Monday, which is the traditional day when the agricultural year starts again. But on Plough Monday, all that happens is people decorate the plough, take it round the village, drink lots of scrumpy and other delicious drinks. Then they take their plough to the field with their corn dolly. The corn dolly is then ceremoniously buried back into the soil. It's a fertility ritual again. Plough Monday is a sort of the standardised day for this ritual to happen. The 13th of January is known as the coldest day of the year. So not looking forward to that. It's also the day when the Mari Lyud, if I've pronounced that right, let me know in the comments because I have no idea. Anyway, this, whatever this is abroad. I can't tell you very much about it, apart from that if it calls on your house, it brings you good luck. And it's quite scary. I don't think I want to go and see a horse's head on a pole being paraded around a village. But, if you have partaken in this ceremony, which is Welsh, by the way, could you let me know? Because I'd love to know more about it. The 18th of January is the night of the new moon. This new moon is in Capricorn, and astrologers believe that each new moon takes on the characteristics of the zodiac sign it appears in. As this moon is in Capricorn, this is a very goal-orientated and career-driven new moon. It's my new moon, actually. I'm a Capricorn girl. It's a very good day to plan out your goals for the year, whatever they may be. Being the first new moon of the new year, it's also rife with superstition. Do not look at this moon through glass. Wish on this moon because your wish will definitely come through. And remember, wish magic is inherently selfish. Only ever wish for yourself. I wish for me, not other people. It's a very good idea to show your silver coins to this moon because then you will increase your wealth throughout the year. And finally, an old charm is to stand across a stile and gazing at the moon saying, "All hail to the moon, all hail to thee," and then make your wish. I'd like to know if you're going to do any of those, actually. I think I quite like the sowing the money to the moon. I'm feeling a bit brassic, as we all are at the moment, because it's after Christmas. So I'm going to try that one. The 19th of January is the day when traditionally you will abandon your New Year's resolutions. But should you wish to not abandon your New Year's resolutions, then why not nibble on some borage leaves? Because borage leaves will give you immense courage to carry on with your choice of resolution for the year. So the 21st of January is St Agnes's Day, and this is a feast day for chaste women or something. Anyway, traditionally, you're supposed to be able to divine who your dream partner is, but it's quite a complex divination ritual. What you have to do is you have to fast from midnight last night to midnight tonight. Don't eat anything, only water. Second thing you must do is not tell anyone this is why you're fasting, which is a bit difficult if you live with somebody. And so, no, I can't eat currants. No, I've got no cake for me, no tea, no, because I'm doing a ritual. Okay, fine. At midnight, you retire to bed and you must lie on your left-hand side and then repeat to yourself this chant 3 times. Let me see who my partner will be. Let me see who my partner will be. Let me see who my partner will be. And then you should dream of your future lover. So, good luck. The 21st is also when the sun enters the house of Aquarius. And of course, we're going to look at what the calendar of shepherds of 1604 has to say about this. So, here is the Aquarian man. The Aquarian man is lonely. He shall have silver, and he shall win wherever he goes. He shall be sore sick, though, and shall have fear of water, but also good fortune. And he shall go into many different countries, and he shall live to 75. So, that's quite good, isn't it? The woman, however, shall be delicious. She shall have many noises for her children. I love how they say that, many noises for her children. You know, I wonder if she calls them sort of bar lamb or something, who knows? She shall be in great peril at 24 years old, and thereafter she shall be most happy. She shall have damage by beasts with 4 feet, so she must beware the 4-footed friends, and shall live to 77. Quite nice about Aquarius. The 22nd of January is another weather law day. Should it be fine and clear today, it will be prosperous all year. So let's hope for fine weather today. Normally you want to see January being horrible so that it's going to be clear later. But this one, it's going to predict the rest of the year being clear if it's clear today, I think. The 25th of January is Burns Night. Now, Robbie Burns, the great Scottish poet, you should all celebrate by eating haggis, going on a haggis race, and drinking whiskey. Now, haggis is delicious, thoroughly recommend it. I love haggis. We will have to get some, I think, and drink whiskey. But it is also a Dies Aegyptius, which is an unlucky day. Dies Aegyptius sounds like it is a Romany day of bad luck. So this does sound like the traveller community has come up with this. The 31st of January is Brigid's Eve. Now, this is the Eve of Imbolc, and so it is a very magical pagan day. You can do several things on this day, but one of which I would recommend is to weave your square pagan cross. Go out and pull your reeds. Do not cut them with iron, you need to pull them. Weave your cross tonight, and then leave it outside so that if Brigid does come by, she can bless this cross. She's more likely to come by if you leave something called a bratog out. This is a sort of piece of ribbon maybe, or a belt, you know, some sort of long thing which you drape over your gate. And once you've draped it over your gate, Brigid will come by and bless it and imbue it with healing qualities. So then you can go and use it to cure earache, sore throats and headaches. So that sounds incredibly useful. I'd definitely do that one. If you want to learn more about this kind of witchcraft, do come and join me at ginnymetheral.co.uk. There is an excellent witchcraft course on there, which people are really enjoying. So I would love it if you could support my channel at ginnymetheral.co.uk. There's plenty of content on there, which is not available on social media. So have a look. And either way, please could you like and subscribe, because it just helps my channel and means that I can keep making these videos for you. And I very much hope that you have a blessed and lovely January, and I will see you in my next video.